Hello, this is Caleb Webb from the Build the Mansion project. Just wanted to talk to you guys about my experience at Missouri Game Con, which this was my first convention ever, let alone being a vendor. So it was a unique experience. I really enjoyed myself overall and very positive. So let's get right into it. I started out the trip and I kind of stayed up late to get some stuff done for the convention. So I was only on like 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep maybe. And I worked all day. I went to Staples to get a couple more things printed, just some brochures for other things I'm supporting to have on the table. So I was tired, but we made it. We were getting towards St. Louis, but I was just ready to get to the Airbnb and just pass out, to be honest. And we got a little bit of a surprise when we got to the Airbnb, and I'll just let this wonderful video speak for itself. Oh yes, 97 degrees on 3 hours of sleep with a gaming convention, let alone, like I said before, being my first gaming convention. So we found out that the breaker box had flipped, and so we flipped it back on. Oh, it was pretty rough. It was pretty hot. Yeah, and we took a cold shower to try to combat the heat, and we finally got kind of settled in and got to fall asleep around 4 o'clock in the morning. So it could always be worse, you know, but our main focus, you know, was on the convention and being ready for it, and we tried to stay positive. So anyways, here's a small little tour of the Airbnb, and I will say the saving grace was it was just so darn cute and cozy, relaxing. It had inspirational writing on the wall that made you just feel like right at home. I liked the charm of it. It had good taste. I could go on, but I just felt real peaceful there. One awesome thing the Airbnb hosts did for us is they gave us a $100 discount, and they gave us a 15% discount for our next stay, so awesome. Really awesome. And pretty much all positive moving forward. There was I guess Rolando's was really kind of a place for like where they usually have like wedding receptions and things. So I didn't have any expectation just because this was my first gaming convention, like I said before. I was just ready to meet Resident Evil fans, ready to get the word out about our project, and sell a few posters, meet a few people, and just try to have a good time. So that's what we did. Like I said, I was pretty fatigued, pretty tired, but as far as us getting the table set up and everything, we were on time. I do have a few regrets. I wish I would have said hi to the immortal John Hancock and John Riggs, and walked around and spoke with a few vendors, but I was pretty shy. I was out of my comfort zone. I wasn't really sure what the dynamic was. Maybe it would be considered common sense, but I really was pretty ignorant to it. I just thought, I would, bother somebody if I said hi. Such silly thoughts in hindsight. But anyways, we were focused on the project. We got there, and I do remember some advice from our friend at SHOW Me Retro.
And last, the most important thing, just have fun.
Good advice. Just have a good time. And I actually got to meet Patrick. I was so excited. So I didn't get any footage at the actual convention of my table, but this is the exact same setup. And like I said, when I was there at the convention, I was mostly just focused on talking to people about the project. We sold plenty of posters. A lot of people, joined our Facebook group, and we're getting the word out. So if you don't know by now, phase 1 of the project is going to basically lead us to building the main hall by 2026. That's the goal. It's an ambitious goal, but we think we can do it. And this is the first step. And I think August 6th will be 1 year of the project. That's the 1 year anniversary. So what a way to, you know, pretty much conclude the year by ending at a convention and getting the word out and meeting a lot of great Resident Evil fans. In doing so, you know, it was just so much fun. I actually had a journal that I was going to have people write down their names that wanted to compete in our up-and-coming Resident Evil tournament. Oh, yeah, there was a big storm at the convention, too. Oh, there's some limbs. Glad they didn't hit our little cozy home. But, you know, after the convention, after the storm, we were heading back. And I'll talk more about the journal here in a little bit. But, yeah, my wife got this great shot of the arch after the storm. We had just ate a lot of wada after the convention. So we were headed back, ready to go to Two Plumbers, which is an arcade we'd heard of. So we're on our way there. It was getting pretty late. It was about, I think, 36 minutes away or 45 minutes away, something like that, from where we were at. And looking forward to just kind of chilling, playing some games. Since I was so sleep deprived, I didn't want to have... I was going to have one Bloody Mary, but they didn't have Bloody Mary. So I settled for a Red Bull, which I'm told I should not drink, but it was delicious. So yeah. Alright, so we got the Two Plumbers. I took a few pictures, but they're not great, and you know, I was just really trying to be present and be in the moment, hang out with my wife, and we had a great time. We started and we played some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the arcade. Then we switched gears and played some Super Mario Brothers, yeah, the original. And then I played some Tetris. We played some Jurassic Park together. She played a few games. I played a few games. Pinball machines, House of the Dead. We just had a great time. So after that, it was time for bed. And what a comfy bed. And we actually got a pretty good night's rest. In the morning we headed back to good old Southern Illinois and said goodbye to St. Louis. St. Louis holds a special place in my heart because my dad lived there for pretty much ever since I was 10 years old, and we used to go there every other weekend, so I'm very familiar with the St. Louis area and enjoy it very much. So, and here we are back in Southern Illinois. I have a couple wood stands. Not that that matters, but we weren't out of wood, so that was good. That we have wood stands at a campground just in case anybody cares. So, and now we're on our way back to Murfreesboro, Illinois. So the trip overall was a huge success. We met many Resident Evil fans, added a lot of people to the group. More people now know about the project. Made a few connections as far as you know, Patrick from Show Me Retro, and I'm going to talk about a few more that we met here. There's a notebook that I kept to write down people's names that I met at the convention. And here's Stephen Lucas. He was a unique individual. And I remember when I first got my table set up, he just walked up and just said, "So you're going to build a mansion?" Just like that. And it was very intimidating. I didn't know who he was. And then I got an interview right after that. So, I mean, I was already kind of rocked. So anyways, he gave me these awesome cards, so at the end we had a great conversation, and he told me that he was the Galloping Ghost champion for 20 Arcade, which is really, really cool. I'm going to check him out. So here's Edge of Blue, and this is a podcast that I will potentially be on. If not, that's okay, but this guy was really cool. He was just telling me that he is a bass guitar player as well, and he's interested in the project. And here we go, Mr. Run and Jump. This is a indie developer. They shared their card with me. He was kind enough to come over and talk to me about our Build the Mansion project, and I got to play his demo. Or it was actually probably the full game. Here's another individual, Mr. Artisan Rogue, Mario. He was very, very kind and came up to the table and talked to us about the project as well. And Do You Nerd. These guys were really great, and they tolerated my awkwardness and gave me a little microphone. And I got to speak about the Build a Mansion project on like 2 hours of sleep. So that concludes my video, and I really enjoyed the Missouri Game Con. I can't wait for 2024. I can't wait to do a few more conventions. I really, really did enjoy it. Like I said, I have some small regrets, but you know, you live and learn. So stay humble out there, everybody, and take care. We will build the mansion. Goodbye.
Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. My name's Caleb Webb, and we will build the mansion. Please consider supporting us on Patreon, liking this video and subscribing, and also joining our Facebook group. All of those social media things are in the description below. So thank you so much, stay humble, and take care.